watch this video.
In business, you should have a backing of either the kingdom of God or the kingdom of the devil. This ritual was supposed to last for 7 days. So in these 7 days, I was supposed to see money on the last 7 days. So we did the first day, the second day, the third day, there was nothing that I saw. But on the fourth day, I started noticing a change. I started seeing the presence and hearing the presence of spirits in the room. I could hear people talking that I cannot see. At this point, I've now encountered the spiritual realm. Now I've opened my life to the spiritual world. I went into business. So this is where now my story starts. When I went into business, I came to discover that in business, you should have a backing of either the kingdom of God or the kingdom of the devil. You don't just go into business without anything. So business was failing. Everything I tried, the few months, everything was okay. Then I reached a point whereby everything just collapsed. So when things collapsed now, I was introduced into diabolical things. So I started looking for a way out. I started looking for help from other people, where now you interact with your fellow businessmen, and now they are telling you, you made a mistake. You couldn't go into business without having a backing. So I started looking for help now. So as I started looking for help, this is how I opened my spiritual life to the enemy. This is how I gave him chance. So now I met this Nigerian man. So this man, I explained my situation. I was desperate. So I explained my situation to him. So after explaining to him, he told me, you need a money ritual. We need to do a money ritual for you, which I was okay with it because I needed money. I needed my business to be running smoothly. So there are a number of things that he told me to buy. I bought 7 bags, the Ghana Must Go bags. They are called Ghana Must Go in West Africa. I bought 7 of those. Then I bought a small pot. Then I bought a miller. Then I bought eggs, 7 eggs. Then in each bag, I was instructed to put a 100 kwacha note. 100 kwacha is a Zambian note, which is the highest note. So in each bag, there was 100 kwacha note. Then
okay,
in
those
my
are the
room,
bills. That's the currency of Zambia.
Zambia, yes.
Okay.
So now, here when I had to set up an altar, this was in my bedroom. And I was instructed no one was supposed to enter in the bedroom. So that was the first time I encountered the spiritual world. Because after setting up all this, this ritual was supposed to last for 7 days. So in these 7 days, I was supposed to see money on the last 7 days. So there was even a ring which I was instructed to buy, then a red cloth which was almost 2 meters. So when I bought all these things, we started the ritual. The ritual involved him because he's the one who understood the language and everything of the spirit. He's the one who was reciting these incantations. So we did the first day, the second day, the third day, there was nothing that I saw. But on the fourth day, I started noticing a change. I started seeing the presence and hearing the presence of spirits in the room. I could hear people talking that I cannot see.
Wow.
At this point, I've now encountered the spiritual realm. Now I've opened my life to the spiritual world. This is why I was able to hear these voices. And even when I'm alone in the room, I would feel the presence of these spirits with me. So when we went to the 6th day, we're now remaining with 1 day for me to complete the ritual and have the money. Because what we agreed was after I I get the money. We were supposed to fly to Nigeria with a man.
Wow.
We were supposed to go to Nigeria because this we were doing it in Zambia with him. So we were supposed now to go to Nigeria with him so that now he presents me to the shrine. So on the 6th day, only few hours before the midnight, because the midnight, this is a spiritual hour. This is when now the spiritual realm becomes active. God came in. So when God came in, he just completely turned me off. I don't know, up to today, I cannot explain what happened. I just went off.
What does that mean, you went off?
I slept. I don't know. I cannot explain exactly like what happened. You know, I slept. But the kind of sleep, it was not a normal sleep. How do I say God came in? Because they tried to wake me up. I couldn't wake up. They tried everything. Yeah. They tried everything, shaking me, doing whatever. They failed to wake me up. Not until it was 6 in the morning. So now it is 6 in the morning. When it was 6 in the morning, the man was furious now. Why did you do that? What really happened? Even him, we couldn't understand. So there was a problem between me and him. We started quarreling. That's how I had to abort that mission. I had to abort and remove everything on the altar. I removed everything, and that's how we parted ways, me and him. But when I did that, reality came back to me. When reality came back to me, I had bills to pay. I had workers to pay, because at this time I had a company which was relying entirely on me. Then I said, what have I done? So I was now forced to start moving again. That's how I went to Malawi. I mobilized myself and went to Malawi. So when I went to Malawi, I went to a place called Deza. There's a place called Deza in Malawi. There's an old man that is there. So this old man, he's a fetish man. So this